Hey guys, it's NCSpan 001 here. And tonight, if everything goes the way that I hope for it to, it is gonna be a Platinum Tank Engine tonight. Super exciting, because right now, we're missing the final shunting challenge and a few collectibles. And then if I actually get that done, like, quickly or something, I don't know what we're gonna play afterward. There's still James missions, though, that we haven't done. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we get DLC trophies for him or something, so... Alright, we found all the paintings and all the whistles. We just need books and conductor hats. So I've got a guide pulled up for the books. Hey Spider, hey Marcos, hey Connor. Yep, I love Thomas as a child, or as a children, as I sometimes will say. Absolutely loved it. And a trophy overview for Starfield, I don't think so, because I assume it's going to have the exact same set of trophies as it did achievements. So we're missing 3 books. And there's still so many more, like, open lines around this island that I feel like we're absolutely going to be getting DLC. Like, I would be shocked if we don't get some DLC for this game. Alright, let's start out in Vickerstown, as this is where our first collectibles are. Now, thankfully, we already found 2 types of them completely. But we still gotta find these remaining ones. Vickerstown Yard. Wait, is that this? Oh, yeah, it's this. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there's almost certainly something that I missed here. I'd be very surprised if I got everything here. Because I barely got to look at this area, I'm pretty sure. So I've got a guide pulled up on the other screen, and... Ooh, yep. Well, actually, I might have gotten this one. Yeah, I might actually have this one already. I just wish it would tell you specifically which ones you were missing. Okay, we've got this one already. And then it looks like there's going to be another one in the same general area. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. And then we're still missing hats, so I see what he's doing, though. So yeah, most of the collectibles are at least tied to actual locations, but a handful of them are in completely random spots, namely the books, and a few of the hats. An adorable little conductor ducky out here. And that's where one of the hats is, so we've got it. Alright, so now we can head to the actual Vickerstown. The nice station. Got the whistles and paintings, so don't care about those. Okay, Internet, you gotta be a little nicer here, please. Got the whistle. Ooh, there is a hat near there. And it's out in the middle of the train tracks, so I might not have this one yet. Hey, Henry. Okay, so yeah, there's one that's going to be sort of out here somewhere. So we're actually going to need to spawn a train real quick. Alright, Diesel buddy. You are going to be the one that gets going here. I'm going to set it sort of further along here. Oh, wait, that's not how you set it. And we'll set it on the top line so things don't have to switch around too much. That's a very delicate push right there. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get going. Let's see where it is on here. Oh, okay, it's at one of the crossings. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that one. That's definitely not one I would have found normally. That one's a little bit more out there. Unless I did stumble across it at some point, which I may have yesterday. So now back out into the countryside of Sodor. Taking a nice, calming train ride. And we're going to be looking for an eventual spot where we can turn off. Well, not turn off, where there's a crossing. I don't know why I said that. Maybe I should have picked a faster engine, but then again, diesel stops quickly too, so... Yep, just driving the trains. There's cows. Oh, wow, I placed that near perfectly. And there it is, I can see it right there. Uh-oh. Well, I hope that I can actually get to it when it does that. I should be able to. Perfect! That's 16 hats, so 4 more of those to go. Hi, fan of trains? I have lots of train fans these days in these streams. Alright, next up is Henry's Tunnel, and there's a book there, and I don't know if this is one I've gotten yet or not. It'll be nice once we get through all of the books or all of the hats, though, because then there'll be, you know, one less sort of thing that we have to worry about. Okay, so it's a little bit further up to right there, approximately. Again, this might be one I have, this might not be. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Pretty sure I actually have this one already. Yep, got this one already. Alright, that's fine. Now we go to Ballaroo, or whatever it's called. Ballahu. And there's a painting here that we've already gotten, so don't have to worry about that. There's a whistle here, and there's a hat. So we might not have the hat yet. Ooh, the hat's like way down the line, actually. Yeah, the hat's all the way down here somewhere. Alright, we're going to set it a path. And we're going to go pretty far down. Alright, that's set, and I'm going to see what it shows on the video. It's at a bridge. Okay, so there's a chance I might have gotten this one. There's a chance I might not have. But yeah, once again, like, at least the paintings and the whistles are always in stations. It's just the other ones that are harder to find. Yeah, once again, like, there's all these little extra pathways out here that are just not open yet, so... they've gotta be planning on doing DLC then. I'd be very shocked if they weren't. I'd be very surprised if we don't end up getting DLC for this game. Which I'm not against that, necessarily. It depends on what kind of DLC it is. I'd rather not have more shunting challenges because they're kind of a mess. But actual story missions I can deal with. More importantly, though, we need a true open world free roam where you don't have to set signals, is what we really need. And we need a true free roam with no signal setting. One that just allows you to go out and explore, and maybe some, not even accessibility settings, but just like more fun settings just to change everything up and allow you to just play the game without the worry of crashing and all that kind of stuff. Do it for the children. Do it for all the kids whose parents probably got really mad about how much more difficult this game was than they were probably expecting for their children. Alright. Ballyhoo is done. Where are we headed next? Robin's Gate. I think that's actually... Where is that one? And there's just a book there. Actually, where is this one? That's not it, is it? That is it. Oh, okay, well... And then you can't even fast travel while you're in the train for some reason. I guess that was too difficult on the assets. That's fine. That thing that it's on almost looks... I know it's not an artillery gun, but it kind of looks like an artillery gun. And then it still shows those red markers sometimes, and I still can't figure out exactly what those are supposed to be. And it should be, well... Is it further up? No, that's timber mills, so it wouldn't be there. Oh, maybe it would be up there. I don't know why he said Crobin's Gate for that then, because that's technically... Well, I guess there's no spots in Timber Mill, so... I guess that's a possibility. Alright, keep exploring. And I still don't necessarily love the way you have to set this whole thing up. Also a little surprised they wouldn't have other trains roaming around the island during free play, unless they have and I just haven't seen them. Hey, sweet. Got the Lego The Goonies Dimensions pack today. Nice, nice. That'll be another DLC to finish if that one had DLC, which I'm assuming it did. We're on the most boring part of most Platinum playthroughs, and that is a nice collectible grind. It's not that bad of one, aside from having to move around the island. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've already gotten this one, but we'll double check here. It does? Okay, then, that's good. Hopefully you can get a little closer to that 100%. Right, it's on top of this thing. Like I said, it almost looks like an artillery gun at first, but no, it's just a little, like, crane or something. Alright, we got that one. And yeah, you only need the character tag, very true. But I think it would be cool to just, like, have all the sets. There's also a hat here. Or is that back down the other way? That might be back down the other way. Yeah, I think that's back the other way. Alright, so we'll just run up here to the turntable. Probably be a little bit easier than spawning in a train and setting a route and everything to do it. So this is a hat. This is our next collectible. I'll be able to do this game a lot faster the second time, though, because I can just follow a collectible guide from the start. Just grab most of them along the way. But I mean, I found most of the collectibles in this game without a guide, which I'm still proud of. Just some of these ones that are outside of the stations that are harder. Nope, already got that one. Alright, this one's in the same area. It's a book, so it's possibly one that I'm missing. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've got this one. I'm almost positive I've got this one already. Most expensive would be the Lego Adventure Time and Sonic ones. And Doctor Who. Okay, then. I wonder how much those are running for nowadays, because I still remember when Ghost bought, like, all of them and cost a lot of money, I'm pretty sure. Even back, that was before all the inflation and stuff hit. Yeah, back in, like, 21 or something. Okay, we've got this one already, as expected. Next is a painting that we already have. So now we can head actually straight back to here for the next one. So there is another hat here that I potentially don't have yet, but I might also have it. Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure Pack is definitely the most expensive out of all the DLCs. I might have missed where that showed at. I think it's right here, though. Yep, okay, so we got that one already. Next up is a whistle that we already have. And then there's a book. Ooh, the book's actually going to take us away from the platform. Oh, yeah, so this is one that will be very surprised if I found on my own, because it's out in the middle of nowhere. Just going to use custom NFCs for those, and I don't blame you at all. Much cheaper way to do things. Oh, it's down this other path. This might be one of the ones that we did actually get yesterday from your guys' urgings. Oh yeah, I think I already have this one. Oh yeah, if I ever decide to do the same, if I ever decide to play that one, I will definitely do the same. I will definitely go the easy route. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already got this one. Not wasting our money over a game. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. At least though with those, it's actual sets to where technically you're getting something a little bit extra for them. Instead of just, like, a DLC that once you play it, you can't do anything else with it. At least it's Legos that you can continue to mess around with as much as you want afterward. Alright, Kelthorpe Road. This one has a painting, a whistle, and what else? And a painting, so we got everything here. Next up is Whispering Woods. You got Dimensions for PS4 today. Nice, nice. Realistically spending $1,000 on a game just to platinum it. Yeah, and that's what you'd have to do if you wanted to get everything in the train sim games, like the actual train sim games, because of how much DLC they keep adding on. Thomas, at least, is probably a little bit more limited in terms of how much it can realistically do. Got that one. Ooh, but there's also a hat here. And it's not even right here, it's further up. Actually, which split is that? At this split? Ooh, it is, okay. Well, we're gonna need a train for that. See, I mean, they could add quite a bit of DLC on, but I think they're gonna add some DLC for sure. But I don't know if it's gonna be as massive as something like Train Sim. Especially because with Train Sim, that one, you got the game for free, I'm pretty sure, and then they just added on a ton of DLC afterward. Okay, is the signal not gonna change? Okay, it wants me to go backwards. Especially since you can platinum the game in under 30. 30 might be a bit low, but say under 60. Oh, yeah. Wait, why is it having me go all the way back this way? That's strange. I shouldn't be going back that way. Let me try that again. Hopefully it'll actually work this time. So uppermost rail. Alright, now we should have it. Proceed as signal indicates. Why are you sending me backwards for this? Why are you trying to force the most inefficient route possible here? Is there another station closer to that I can spawn from? No, there isn't. There's like no stations in that whole area. Oh, that's very annoying. Why does it... Okay, that's gotta be like a bug or something, so... Proceed. Such a stupid rule. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I really just don't get with this. It's like, why would you make it to where you have to set a path to go anywhere in the free roam? And then even when you do so, it doesn't even work half the time. That's the worst part of it, is it doesn't even work half the time. Okay, let's go back to Whispering Woods, and let's just run away a little bit before we spawn the train in. Because for some reason, it just doesn't want to work. Oh, I also downloaded the Tamagotchi Life demo for the new game. I still have some fantastic ideas for if I wanted to try to do any sort of series or video with it. Just the only thing is, it's going to take a lot of in-game currency, probably, to make some of the ideas work. Because one of the ideas I have for it is, like, as stupid as this sounds... Okay, Diesel... is do, like, a bachelor competition in the game, but it wouldn't be exactly like The Bachelor. It would be a little bit different from that. Like, it would end up being probably, like, me and a few of my real-life friends. And, like, 25 female characters on the island to just see who everyone ends up with. Even though I've literally never watched The Bachelor willingly in my entire life. I say willingly for a reason, because I have watched a few episodes of it with girls in the past. Girlfriends, specifically. Yeah, that was an idea. Another idea I have is one that we procedurally play along with. Like, I add people from chat and stuff in, or suggestions in from chat, and play it that way at some point. And then another idea, probably my favorite one, is making one based on my high school. I still think would be one of the most fun ideas, is make one based on my high school. And have that turn into the giant shit show that high school was. I'm sure that will unlock more repressed memories of that time in my life. And with it, more stories. Storytime with ZPTV is one of the most fun things. When I just randomly think of random old stories from my life, and they make no sense whatsoever, but I remember them vividly. Or they're just so bizarre they don't sound real. That's always fun. That's a fun part of being a healthcare worker, is that you never know what kind of stupid shit is going to happen on any given day. And stupid shit happens a lot. And some of it just sounds like it shouldn't be a possible thing to have happen, but it actually is. And it's gotten to a point where I'm no longer... Got the hat, awesome. Where honestly nothing even really surprises me anymore. I might be briefly startled by something, but nothing really surprises me anymore. And I ain't seen nothing compared to some of the ones that have been doing, you know, nursing for 20 or 30 years. When they could have entire hour-long conversations about things they found in people's buttholes in the ER. That's the kind of discussions that go on sometimes. It's something. It's very much something. Whistle and painting we already have. There's a hat here, though, that I might not have yet. That's the fun of healthcare employment. Ooh, I may not have this hat yet. And then no one believes you unless they also work in healthcare, in which case, yeah, then they believe you. Because they probably have something just as weird that's happened to them. Okay, is this actually the right one of these? Or did... Oh, wait, I might have gone the wrong way. No, wait, this is correct. Yeah, this looks correct. Let me double check, but I think... Yeah, this is correct. Okay, so we got this one already. Ooh, there's a book, too. Okay, hang on. There's a book. Ooh, I don't think I got this one. Well, this is... Never mind. I was about to say that might be a problem, but it really isn't. Okay, yeah, very unlikely that I got this next one. Maybe I did, actually. Alright, we're about 8 minutes into our 19-minute video here, and we've only found we found a few collectibles. But yeah, some of these are just very, very well hidden. Definitely well hidden. I'm just really glad I managed to get all the paintings and all the whistles, because that's, again, something I don't have to focus on again. But I will definitely follow a good collectible guide whenever I do the other version of the game, just to speed things up. And I see a storybook! Cronk Abbey. Mighty. Why does my British always turn into Australian? Or Russian? Again, I cannot do a freaking British accent to save my life. Alright, next up we're going to Kronk. I can't do a British accent to save my freaking life. We've got the painting and the whistle here, but there is also a book here. Seems to be pretty close by. Oh, no it's not, but this is I think this is one I already have. I'm going to check just in case, but I think that's a book I already have. It's up here, like on a bridge or something, so I think this is one I already have. You can, but if you do it, sometimes it sounds like you're mocking them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I cannot do a British accent at all. It always turns into either Australian or Russian. I have no idea why I can do the Russian accent compared to everything else. Because I'm like I'm only like 0.5% Russian. When we did those, genetic, tracking or whatever it's called. Heritage, ancestry, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, because my dad's like 1% Russian, so it makes me 0.5% Russian. But we're like, literally, he's like 2/3 British Isles. Specifically, I'm pretty sure, like, England. And that's like 2/3 of his. And yet, I can't do that one to save my life, but I can do Russian almost perfectly. I think I've got this one already, but oh, wait, this is a long... No, wait, never mind. Yeah, I think I've got this one already, but let me double check. Hey, Rasbin? Okay, yeah, pretty sure I've got this one, but just in case it doesn't show up immediately, let me get out and... I want to double check everything, because I really don't want to go back through again to do all this again. So yeah, collectible hunting in this game is not a particularly fun activity, just given the fact that... Okay, so yep, we've got that one. Just given the fact that you literally have to warp around to the stations and then get trains and set them up specifically in different areas. It's just more of a hassle than it really needs to be. And they could probably add in new collectible types in the future. There's also some kind of challenges in this game, but I legit can't even get them to, like, even work. Okay, so there is a hat here. Yeah, I can't even get the challenges to work in this. Alright, it's on the little cart over here. Yep, that's what I thought. Not surprised I have that one. Okay, now we're up to Wellsworth, which has a whistle in it. And a hat. Okay, then I do need to go check this. I was hoping I wouldn't have to and could just move on to the next one. I think I have this hat already, though. This is the one back here in the sort of repair yard. But also, right now, for Tamagotchi, I just... Because the demo only allows you to make 3 Miis, and barely allows you to really do anything else. Oh, maybe I don't have this one. Yep, got that one. Next up is Henry's Forest, which I'm almost 100... Yep, I'm almost 100% sure I've got that one. It's the one on the pile of wood over here. I'm almost 100% I have this one. It's on one of these piles of wood. Yeah, I'm like 99.9% sure I got this one already. Because I remember picking up a book here previously. Yeah, okay. Next up is Crosby. Thankfully not Cosby Station. Okay, so first off, there's a storybook at one of these platforms just outside of here. Is it back here or is it the other way? It says Crosby washdown siding. Is that this? Oh, that is... Oh, this one. Then I may not have this one. What am I supposed to do about this issue? It's stuff like that. Like little quality of life things that they could easily do to make things work a little bit better. Like not having to set paths just to go up like a couple hundred meters. Well, this is a bit of a pickle. It's gonna make me go the opposite way again. See, I really don't get that, why it demands I go the opposite way first. Okay, hopefully that lets me get kind of closer. So I'm willing to bet this is one I don't have. Okay, fine. I think we're just gonna have to disobey again. Okay, I guess the things are... Okay, then. I guess the gates are just non-existent when you're in a train. You just phase through them. So you just phase through them when you're a train. Okay, then. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna spawn Diesel right here at this point. And hope that the game is intelligent about route planning. Okay, at least it's actually working this time. Yeah, I really don't get some aspects of this. Why it just makes it so difficult to go from even just one location to another to look for collectibles. There really should not have been collectibles in this game, if we're being honest, or they should have just been, like, on the railroad tracks for, like, exploring every single siding or something. But no, they really shouldn't have had open-world collectibles like this. It doesn't really add anything to the game except for a lot more difficulty with actually 100%ing it. Just because the whole track setting doesn't always work, and then the stupid, like, gates being closed on me when I'm trying to explore is kind of annoying. There's nothing I can really do about that if the game just decides to, you know, set them up that way. There's nothing I can really do about that. I don't care if I miss the objective. And I see a storybook. Let's go. One more? One more. Only one more storybook, and we are done with our third type of collectible. We've got the painting, we've got the whistle. And now we've got some that are actually down here that I might not have yet. But it's not super far away from here. It's just a little bit off the platform. It's a hat! I think I have this one already. Yep, I do. Ooh, now there's a book. I think I did explore this area, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I explored all of these already. Well, again, I'd rather check, find out now. That last shunting challenge, though, from what I looked at it doesn't look all that bad in comparison to the first two. Just sort of the way it's laid out. Hey, T-Jade, what's up? Okay, yep, had that one already. Not surprised there. Oh, I highly doubt that I have this next one. This one is all the way down the line somewhere, so highly, highly unlikely that I already have this one. Diesel, at least, again, he's not as fast as some of the other trains, but he stops and starts on a dime, which is great. Alright. Now, where's this gonna be at? There's a little barn area, okay. I highly doubt that I have this one then. And if I don't, it's the last book I need. That's awesome, that's gonna be 3 out of the way, so then we're just gonna have hats left. We have like 3 more of those. Okay then. Getting very close to getting this platinum trophy. And then I might look into doing the other version as quickly as possible. We'll see. Like, if I follow a guide for the collectibles, I can at least get that done quickly. I know what to do for the services. The story missions aren't that bad in terms of their amount of time they take. Having to do the shunting challenges again, I'm not looking forward to. Those are annoying. Hey, Cassie, you got 40 pictures done for the crew 2 last night. Nice. How many do you need? Speaking of collectibles, I recently watched a video of someone that decided to go and... I think they actually fully 100%ed Just Cause 2. Which is just insane, because that game has some ridiculous 100% requirements. Like, you don't have to get anywhere near the 100% to platinum that game. You only have to do, like, half the races and 75% of the game's total, like, completion and collectibles and stuff. Trophy! Let's go! That is all of the books collected, so all we have left are hats. And there's still several of those, unfortunately. So next ones are down here somewhere. Somewhere right along here. Well, Knapford Harbor's probably the closest location to it, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I've found everything in the harbor at this point, but I will double check on all of that. Alright, this one's actually pretty close, so I can probably just walk this. Wait. Oh, that might be a bit of an issue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's on the elevated rail line. Okay, Thomas, we might have to take a little bit of a trip here. This is going to be a bit of a trip. was 40 pictures all you had to get? If so, that's even better. So yeah, once we get done with this, though, we're going to be starting up the coin game, which I'm super excited for, an arcade simulator. A couple of videos out there already to help with a couple of the trophies. I also didn't even have to cook dinner today because I just took leftover food home from what we got for lunch at work, which is always a nice thing. It's an easy way to save money. Because anytime that we get lunch catered, it's almost always something that I will eat. And if there's enough of it left, I will eat some to go that night for dinner. It was Red Robin catering today, which was interesting because that's not something I've had in a long time. It was good, though. Forgot how good their fries can be, even catered. Cheeseburger and grilled chicken patties with all the fixings you can get on them. It was actually a pretty good lunch. Back on Tuesday. What did we get on Tuesday? It was something... What did we get on Tuesday? It was something that wasn't really all that good, or not a lot of it. I'm trying to think back, actually. Now I don't really remember. Oh, it's going to let me keep going. I guess we're going to flip around up here. Just 40. Okay, that's not too bad then. Oh yeah, it was a barbecue place on Tuesday, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. Went to GameStop yesterday, bought Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and Naruto Ultimate Storm Revolution for $5 each. Nice! I almost never go to GameStop at this point. Still need to do a lot of racing that you suck at. I'm sure I'm worse at it, so... What direction is this even taking me in? I'm trying to figure out where this is having me go to get there. Like, I legitimately don't even know where it's trying to take me at this point. Okay, I don't know where this is trying to take me, but this does not seem right. There was a much faster way to get there using the previous station. So I'm going to use the previous station because it's a lot closer and a lot less convoluted to get there. Crosby Station. I might actually fast-track making a video out of this game just because the streams have done so well. This has been one of my best, like, stream series in a long time. I'm trying to think what the last really good one I had before this was. Maybe like Dead Rising or something. I don't think it was Dead Rising. I think it was something else. Alright, let's roll. Let's go, Thomas. Copy of Tiny Tina's is all chewed up. I don't care because it's $5 and the game being all chewed up says a lot about the game. Pretty much. You guys know my feelings about that game. Robbie's not in here, but thank God he was there to carry me in that one. He carried me through several things in that game. Or at least was able to drop things for me to make things easier. Like the I don't know if it was the money or what it was, but I know he carried me through some of the fights and stuff. Stop and wait. Hopefully it lets us go when we get closer to it. You should go to your GameStop. Hey, Zach Doherty, just got the Toy Story 3 flat 5 minutes ago. Ooh, nice. Which one? The one for... I want to say there's multiple versions of that, right? Like, there's one on PS3, and then maybe one of the ones... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that we got on Classics, right? Denied? Oh, that's not good. There's another train on the line. Uh-oh. There's actually another train on the line. I haven't seen that happen before. There's another train on the line. That's legit the first time I've seen that happen. Yeah, that's the legit first time I've ever seen that happen. That's actually kind of hilarious. Alright, we just have to walk it. It's a bit of a walk, but I don't think the game's going to let it go because there's another train there blocking it. The PS5, PSP port. Okay, gotcha. Got premium for $3 the rest of the month, so doing all the classics. Yeah, knock it out, like, now and then don't bother with it anymore, because it's kind of a waste of money at this point. Diesel? That's my old Diesel. Why is he still here? I thought he despawned. I thought he despawned. Okay, I haven't seen that happen before, where one of them didn't despawn. Well, that's a new one. Okay, then, that's a new one. Alright then. Well, that's a thing that happened that I wasn't expecting. Alright, I guess we're just taking Diesel now. So right now, can I see 4 for 20 or 4 for 20 and 4 for 40? Ah, okay. I would think you'd want to do the 4 for 20 because that sounds like a better deal. PS3 one is better. I don't think I actually did the PS3 one. I think that's one of the few kids games I missed back on the PS3. Because I did most of the old kids games on PS3, but I think that's one of the ones I missed. I didn't do that one. I didn't do Brave, because that one's actually difficult, apparently. I think those are the only two that I missed that I can think back to. Is there another? Yeah, I think those are the only ones I missed on the PS3. Or no, what's the one with the hamsters? What's the one with the hamsters that are like secret agents? That one had a game, but I can't remember what the name of it was. I never played it because I had no interest in it and didn't even, like, know about it. Yeah, I played most of the PS3 ones, but I didn't do Toy Story 3. Never got around to it. Didn't do the one with the hamsters. And didn't do Brave, because Brave is actually apparently legitimately hard. Well, not like Dark Souls hard, obviously, but on the high end for children's games. Yeah, what was that stupid movie with the, like, hamsters? That are secret agents. I remember that being a thing. Whatever that was, it had a game. I think there was also a G.I. Joe game, but that technically wasn't a kid's thing, so... That was based off of like a PG-13 movie, so I don't necessarily consider that a kid's thing. I don't know, that's gonna drive me nuts now. Okay, next one's on the bridge. Ooh. There ain't no way in hell I've got that hat. There ain't no way in hell I've got this one. G-Force, that's it, guys. That is exactly it. Yeah, there's a game for that. I don't think it's overly hard, but it's one that I just completely forgot existed for so long. Yeah, you guys are right. That's exactly what it is. Two more hats. Let's go. How in the hell was anyone going to find that one normally? Is my question. Got all the books. Got all the whistles. Got all the paintings. Got all the whistles. What's the sixth collectible here? It's another hat, but it's actually in the train yard, thankfully. I'm almost positive that I already have this one. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure I already have this next one. So this is Knapford itself, not the harbor station for it, so it's this one. You have it in your backlog, you have to speedrun it. Oh, the G-Force game, really? Or Toy Story? It's on this back wall here. If you're a baseball fan, MLB The Show is a pretty easy plat. Here's the thing, like, as much of an American as I am, I'm not really a huge baseball fan. At least not for, like, games and stuff. Now, baseball can be fun to watch, like, IRL, like out here in the real world. It can actually be pretty fun to watch if you go to an actual game. But baseball games don't really do anything for me. I have no real interest in those. The NCAA games, I only play them because it's college football, and in the South, college football is basically a religion. For those of you who don't live down here, which is probably most of you, college football is basically a religion down here. On top of the milk cans, I already got that one. We already got the book here. Oh, dear God, and the rest of them are out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That's not in the middle of nowhere. Dryall. Where's Dryall? What even is that? This? It's that one, okay. G-Force, okay, gotcha. Oh, is that... That looks like it's down here, isn't it? That is going to be a nightmare to get to, isn't it? Actually, it's probably not. That shouldn't be that awful. Diesel, you're up again, buddy. Make sure I'm looking at the right thing on this map, though. I don't want to mess anything up here. So let me double check this. Oh, I'm glad I did double check it because I was wrong. It's down here. I was looking at the wrong path there. It's down here. Okay, at least this is only a 2-lane highway, pretty much, so... Alright, let's go. G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra is an easy platinum. I have a second controller for a few trophies, but nothing too difficult. Okay, then. But yeah, with the sports games, I really only care about the college football stuff because I don't really... I watch a lot of basketball, but there's no college basketball games. Like, actual modern video games. And then college football... of course, I love, because, again, it's a religion down here in the South, but with Clemson sucking ass for most of the last 5 years, I don't have as much interest as I once did. Makes MLB easy. I'm assuming you're asking, other Zach, but I'm not entirely sure what makes it easy. I know I've seen other people do them, though. I know, like, Snickle does all of them, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it's on one of the little stands here. There it is. That's number 19. That's not the platinum, but that's number 19. And after 19, there's still another shunting challenge to do, but I feel like the collectibles are probably the worst part, all in all. Some of these are just completely out in the middle of nowhere. Painting we've got, whistle we've got, and then there's another hat. That is literally in the middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, that's literally in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so set the path. It's somewhere up here. Which line am I on? The inner left lane. Alright, let's go back that way. Show 24 is super easy. No online trophies. Takes less than 10 hours. Oh, okay then. No online trophies is always a plus, because the college football games do have online trophies, but if I play them early enough on in their lifespan, I can get them done fairly easily. You can boost them. Like, both games you can boost them. I'm actually made very, very good progress on that video at this point. It's probably like 40% of the way done, so I made a lot of progress on it this week. It's not going to be a super long one because there isn't a whole lot to talk about with that game. Just things breaking on me is the bigger part of it because it's only 16 trophies. But after that one, I gotta go really hard into the next couple of videos because I've got the Sly Cooper challenge, I guess you could call it. I'm actually super excited to make that video because that's the kind of video that could actually do, like, really, really well. You know, I platinumed every Sly game on PS5 and PS4 or something like that, so that one I think will be pretty good. That'll be a long one, too. That'll be a very long video, most likely. That'll probably be an over an hour one. Like, as long or longer than Fallout 4 was. 2 has online, but they're easy. Alright, where's this gonna be at? This might actually be the last one. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure I've been here before. It's the farm. I'm pretty sure I've been to this one before. Yeah, I probably already have this one. We're only missing one. Not too bad. Is this platform right here? Yes. I think I have this one already, but we're gonna make absolutely sure. Leave no stone unturned, as they say. It's a lot of smoke. Yep, I've already gotten this one. It's supposed to be right up here, so I found this one early on. Alright, we're 14 minutes into this 19-minute video, so that's good. Okay, now we're up to 14 and a half minutes in this 19-minute video. So now we head to Knapford down here. I think I already have the ones here, but just in case I missed one, we're going to double check. So this is our first hat in this area. And it's literally on the platform, on this one. Right next to that exact plant. So we already have this one. So we're getting close to caught up here. That's a book. Now we have another hat. Pretty sure I have that one already, but I might not. Just in case I don't, I'm pretty sure I have this next one, though. That's not what I was trying to do. Trying to select my train. This is one I need to double check. I think this is one I already have, but just in case I don't. Actually, no, that's this upper one. Hang on a minute. That's the upper area. Hang on. Oh, we don't actually need this. Nope, we can warp up to here, I'm pretty sure. At least I hope that we can. Can we seriously not warp up to there, really? Why would you not allow that as an option? Okay, apparently we can't warp there for some reason. Which is incredibly dumb. And it's not that far away, but still. Just an inconvenience. We can do this in like 4 to 5 minutes, so it's not that big a deal. How many trophies do we have left? All we have left are finding all the hats, of which we have either 1 or 2 more, and then the final shunting challenge. And then we're done with this game. At least this version of it. I will probably still do the other version. I may try to speedrun the other version. Maybe. We'll see, though. See if I have the kind of free time needed for that. Especially with not only, you know, doing the coin game, but we've got, next month, we've got Tamagotchi Life, middle of April. And especially we got Starfield, early April. And Starfield's going to absolutely be one that I have to stream because I'm a Fallout YouTuber at heart. People know me very heavily for the Fallout series. That's basically Fallout in space. Even if it's apparently quite underwhelming. So yeah, Starfield's going to have to be played on day 1. There's no other option. Okay, let's cancel that route. And see if we can just get him a straight shot into there. Like, I just need a straight path into here. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, we'll have this game done at like the 2-hour mark probably. So we'll probably play some more of the like extra scenarios. Because I don't really want to start coin game on a stream for a different game. I kind of want to dedicate one to that. I think that one's going to be fun. But then, yeah, we got both those games in April, so it's going to be a busy next month or so. I mean, it was a busy March, and it's going to be another busy month coming up. Might play Starfield. I'm definitely playing it just because, as a Fallout mega fan, I kind of am, like, kind of obligated to do so. Even if it ends up sucking, I'm still obligated to do so. as a Fallout Challenge runner, I'm probably obligated to do so, because I've done so many stupid ideas for Fallout Challenge runs. Still need to go play Fallout 1 and 2, though, actually. That is something I need to do at some point. Which, I mean, I need to get an external mouse and keyboard for that. I think that's one that you kind of need the external stuff for. Okay, this next one I'm pretty sure I already have. It's in front of a warehouse here. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure I have this one, but just in case, because it's the last type of collectible that we need, might as well check all of them. Yep, it's cleared. Got all the books there. Sports field. There could be something there. Nope, there's not. Ellsbridge. Panty and Whistle. Already have both of those. Where is the last hat going to be? Possibly at Ellsbridge. That's Knapford. Ellsbridge is further up. That's Tidmouth. Tidmouth. Where is Ellsbridge? It's on this line, I think. Sportsfield. Okay, there's Ellsbridge. So there is a hat here that I may or may not have already. I wouldn't be surprised if I have this one already, but just in case, we're going to double check it. It's on a green thing on the other side, which I'm almost 100% sure that I have. But, just, again, making sure. Making sure. We got it. Perfect. Alright, we're at 16 minutes out of the 19 minutes, so that's not too bad. Okay, so this line is going to have probably all the remaining stuff on it, so there's a book here that I already have. It's that book. And painting, we have everything there. Hackenbeck, nothing there. How about Farquaad Land? That's got to be where it is then, right? Oh, this actually makes sense, because there's definitely a couple of things I could have searched more up in this area of the map. Oh, yep. This is probably it. This is probably it. There's one in this loop out here. There's almost a 0% chance I ever found anything there. Because I'm not sure I've ever even gone down that path. Okay, are we not going to let me through? Okay, there it goes. I was about to say, like, what's the holdup here? Why am I not allowed to go through? Okay, for a second I thought it was about... Okay, good. I was worried there for a second that it was about to screw me. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I found this hat, because I don't even think I've ever been down this path. I wonder if completing those objectives would count for the other trophies. Actually, maybe I... No, I haven't. Okay, never mind. There it is! Last collectible. Shining time! Let's go! That is every collectible in the game, so we have one trophy to go. All we have left is the final shunting challenge. So platinum tonight as long as nothing incredibly stupid happens. This last shunting challenge doesn't seem as bad though. This one seems like it's honestly fairly straightforward compared to the first two. Gonna start going for the online trophies in Assassin's Creed Liberation on Vita. Ah, well, have fun with that. Good luck with that one, because that doesn't sound very fun.
Welcome to the shunting challenge.
So I can just put 4, 5, 6 in front of 7 and 8 immediately.
As you can see, these trucks are all out of order.
These trucks are all out of order.
Proper places.
And they need to go to their proper places.
To get the truck shunted in as
Oh, but there's 9
as
back there. I didn't even see
to
9.
Increase your score.
To increase your score. Okay, how do I want to tackle this one? 4, 5, 6 are right there, then 7, 8 are right there, so those are easy. So I need to get... Oh no, it's in this god-awful layout of an area, though. That's the only problem here, is it's a really bad layout. Or it's a really bad shipyard to be in, train yard, whatever you want to call it. I don't like this yard. Okay, so that should put us onto a different lane. You got something race, one more trophy left. Nice! So yeah, we need to get the stuff from 2 and 3 out of the way. Is that even the right line, though? I guess we're going to see here in a second if that's even the right line. Or did I just put them on the wrong line? No, we're good. Okay, so we need to get rid of the cars in front of 2 and 3. We can get rid of those. We can toss them anywhere. That's totally fine. And then it's pretty straightforward from that point. Let's switch those tracks up a little bit. And we'll send this down the farthest away line, if at all possible. Yeah, send these guys down the farthest away line. Just get them completely out of the way. Oh. Oops, I didn't... Did I not set one of the lines correctly? What? I thought I set them all correctly. What did I do wrong? That's just the thing, is this game is so damn finicky with that stuff.
Welcome to the shunting challenge.
More so than it really ever needs to be. As long as we can get 2 and 3 out of the way, though, we're perfectly fine, because the rest of it's easy. It's just getting the stupid train lines to line up correctly. Because that's just the whole thing, is they don't like to line up correctly.
In as few moves as possible to increase your score.
To increase your score. Yeah, it's just... If we can get those couple out of the way of 2 and 3, that's the biggest problem with this one. But just the ones that are this complicated with this many lines to deal with are super annoying. Just because the game isn't always very clear as to how it's changing them. That's the whole thing, is they're not very clear about what they decide to do to change up the tracks. Alright, back this way, let's hope it works. All my trophies are easy, it's just one trophy that'll take forever, and it's a trophy for reaching level 15. Well, I don't necessarily like trophies that take forever. Okay, so yeah, we just gotta get 2 and 3's front cars out of the way. It's just so damn hit or miss with this sort of control scheme. It just chooses when it decides to work correctly or not. And sometimes it just doesn't. Actually, maybe I just send 2 and 3 down the central line. Might be a safer option. Or they're blockers I might send down that other line. Yeah, if they give us DLC, just don't give us more of these stupid shunting puzzles. These are not fun to play in the slightest. They require too much thinking and are not particularly well designed. In terms of, like, basic gameplay elements, they're not the most well designed. Because they don't always work correctly. Alright, we'll send these cars down this line. And get them out of the way forever. So we just have to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So the rest of them honestly shouldn't be that bad. So like I said, this one's probably one of the easier shunting challenges in the game. Maybe the easiest one. It's just navigating the stupid tracks. I want to use 1 team wipe. Team wipes are not always the easiest thing to go for in games, as I've found out. Think back to, like, Black Ops Cold War's, freaking Battle Royale mode. Okay, that's set up to go down line 1. So we should be good to grab car number 1. So then we're going to switch all the way out to 2 and 3. Then we're going to grab 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and then 9. And, of course, this is going to require some very tricky track shifting to make sure it actually works correctly. That only shifts between those two, so we'll just keep it at that. So that goes down that line. That should be correct. Okay, we're good. Slow it down because we really don't want to screw up this far into it. Okay, so now we just gotta get over to 4, 5, 6 over there somehow. Actually, how do we do that? Guess we have to go all the way up here. That's actually a simpler line, so I'm not mad about that. Yeah, that's actually a bit of a simpler switch. So it goes to the right. That one goes to the left. That one goes straight. Let's at least start the path so I can figure out what we have to switch. Do this, you just need a good teammate or a trash enemy team. Again, I know the feeling of all that. Okay, so the next switch needs to go to the left. That'll put us there. That switch needs to match it. Okay, so we should be fine to grab 4 through 6. Then we come back out to grab 7, 8. Perfect. That one's got fireworks on it, apparently. Alright, so we're going to send them back out. Then we go back down this line to grab 7, 8. Then we just go all the way back out to number 9, and then we're done. So yeah, not as bad of a shunting challenge as the first two were. First two were a lot more annoying than this. I say that, but there's still the chance that something stupid happens that's out of my control, so that's what I worry about. Yeah, it makes me want to go play Lionel Traintown. It makes me wish that game would have either a Retro Achievements list or, you know, some kind of way to be brought back into the world. Speaking of being brought back into the world, Freedom Fighters on Retro Achievements now has something like 120-ish requests to be made into a list, which is kind of unprecedented for that site. That's a lot for a console that's already supported. That is a lot of requests. So I am really hoping someone's going to start working on one at some point, because I really want an excuse to play Freedom Fighters again at any given time of the year. Even if it requires beating it on the hardest difficulty, which we all know is very challenging. Oh, that is not a lot of space to maneuver, actually. So that's what they did to make this harder. They give you almost no room to maneuver there. It's not quite there. Actually needs a little bit more. No. I don't trust the game here. Is it going to go down the correct line? Okay, I was worried it wasn't going to go down the correct line. The game has a tendency to do that sometimes. Okay, let's just stop here. Let's just completely stop here for a second. Put on the stop sticks. Okay, that's correct. I think that's going to be correct here in a second. That should be correct. I hope it is. Oh, there's another line. I didn't realize there was another switch here. Stop before that causes a problem, please. With my luck, it will. Okay, it is set correctly. Just have to be very careful here, because this is the platinum right here. We hook up here, we are done with the platinum. And then we'll go play the James stories, because we're already an hour and a half in, and I'm not going to start a new game tonight, most likely. Excuse me? Okay, I was worried there that the game had bugged out on me for a second because it looked like it was going to.
Shove the trucks into the correct order.
There it is, Tricky Trucks, and Sudrian Explorer. I thought it was called Sodor, not Sudria. So, that is it, guys. We got our Platinum Trophy. That was a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. That was a lot more complicated than I expected it to be. Because again, I was not expecting this to be Train Sim World, but with Thomas the Tank Engine. I was expecting this to be Thomas the Tank Engine Open World. That being said, I didn't mind the game. I had fun with it. Overall, I did enjoy a majority of it. But it had some rather annoying parts to it, for sure. The shunting challenges, the collectibles, and the lack of true open world exploration was kind of annoying. But not a bad game. I suspect it's going to get DLC at some point in the future. I'm almost positive it's going to, because there's a bunch of tracks that lead to nowhere, and there's a bunch of trains and stories that have not been told yet. But for those going for the Platinum, you get trophies for finishing all of the story missions, so everything through Shunting Showdown is story and unmissable if you do all the missions. You have to finish 5 services as each engine except for James, because he's technically DLC, and these can be the shortest ones available, so that's nothing wrong with that, just do the shortest ones you can. You have to find all 80 collectibles in the game, which you're going to want to follow a guide for, because the whistles and the paintings are tied specifically to the actual locations. But the hats and the books can be pretty much anywhere. So do keep that in mind. And then the 3 shunting puzzles, they're really, really annoying. I don't enjoy doing them, but there's only 3 of them at least, which is good. And the last one's actually quite easy, as we just saw there. That's Platinum number 905, so 909 level, 62%. Let's friggin' go. Alright. We're looking good tonight, but we ain't done for tonight, of course. I got more stuff I want to play tonight, including more of Thomas. So I'm going to go use the bathroom, and we're going to start on the DLC for this game, because I highly suspect that it's going to be counted as DLC trophies in the future. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So now, all the story stuff is done, but I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to see DLC trophies, and they may involve James, who I already have. It wants me to play this one first. We'll play this one first then, just in case, because you never know with games. How did you not get MVP? Oh, I hate having to ask that question in games, like not getting the best
Leaves.
thing in Black Ops 7 Best Play.
One morning, two men were cleaning Gordon after he had acted rather foolishly and ended up rolling off the turntable and into a muddy ditch.
Good lord, that's not good!
Mind my eyes, grumbled Gordon. Have you ever seen so much mud? Said one of the cleaners. No, I haven't, said the other. You ought to be ashamed, Gordon, letting yourself get so dirty.
If he's rolling off the turntable, that sounds like there might be a structural problem to worry about.
Like some engines do. The hosing and scrubbing suddenly stopped. Gordon opened his eyes, but quickly closed them again when he saw who was standing in front of him.
Uh-oh.
Wake up, Gordon, said Sir Topham Hatt, and listen to me. Given your recent behavior, I've decided that you will pull no more coaches until you prove to me that you can be a really useful engine.
Damn, it's just like America. You show up off
teach you
one
a lesson.
time. You show up late one time, you get fired.
Yes, sir.
It's just like America.
Gordon quietly.
You show up late one time,
Gordon
you get fired
spent his time
sometimes.
Pulling and pushing trucks.
You must become a really useful engine again, Gordon. Now, how does this involve James? What exactly does James have to do with this? This is supposed to be about James, not about Gordon, isn't it?
Goods trains, he muttered. Oh, the shame of it. And he bumped the trucks again. Cried the trucks as he shunted them around the yard.
Damn, why are you being an abusive husband there, Gordon?
James was standing nearby watching him. Trucks will be trucks, he said. They won't with me, grunted Gordon. I'll teach them. They tried to push me down the hill this morning, he explained. It's slippery there, so you'll probably need help. I don't need help on hills, huffed James. Gordon laughed and headed
All the
off to
trains
get
here
ready
just an
for his
extended
next day's trip.
family Christmas wreath.
Come on, James, said his driver. It's
This is just a
almost
giant
time for the
extended family
express.
Christmas wreath.
And with that, James puffed away to collect his waiting coaches.
And that's why they're all so weird and or dumb and strange. They're all just a family, all just a family Christmas wreath.
Away. Come on, he puffed to the coaches.
Or I still subscribe to the idea that everyone on the island is fucking high. And that's what they're imagining with this, is that they're all just really, really high. Which I'm not even sure if weed's legal in England at this point. So they might not be able to do that. This seems to be set in what appears to be England. See, I'm not actually sure that weed's even legal over there. So they might all be getting high on drugs that they're not allowed to have. Okay, so James, we have not played as him before. I wonder what his sort of gameplay is going to be like. He seems to function more like Thomas, but maybe he speeds up a little faster. It looks like he can carry a lot. Okay, he's actually pretty fast. Okay. He's actually very, very fast. Damn, he's fast for a smaller steam engine. Okay, I like this. Until it probably comes back to bite me in the ass in the near future.
The train was soon running nicely, and James began to feel confident. Slippery hills.
Let me guess, the trucks are going to be assholes in the near future, aren't they? This really makes me want to, like, go watch some Thomas the Tank Engine lore. Uh-oh, rain. This really makes me want to go watch some Thomas the Tank Engine lore. With it raining, I'm worried about slipping off the track, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to slip off the tracks when it's raining, so we're just going to stick to around 45 miles an hour. Until the rain stops. It'll only take a few minutes to get to our next destination. I'd rather just be safer than sorry. Just knowing how this game is. Like, how is he speeding up? I'm not hitting the gas pedal. He shouldn't be speeding up. He's jumping up and down between like a 1 to 2 mile per hour range, so that's actually fine. This seems to be a pretty typical mission for this game, so nothing insane, just the rain is a little bit of an issue. Over 2 miles to our destination, so speed it on up to 50 for now. Let him start slowing down naturally. But I'm just glad we actually got the platinum done. I was slightly worried at times with how it felt like the game was either buggy or just intentionally dysfunctional at times, but thankfully we got it. Not a hard platinum by any means, just more complicated than I expected it to be. Because again, I was expecting like a chill kids game, and it's definitely not that. It's just much more a train sim world than it is a chill kids game. Just keep that in mind if you're buying this for your kiddos. They are probably going to get very disappointed very quickly in it. Again, I do also think that we are going to get DLC for this. I bet we're going to get some DLC with actual new trains and missions and stuff, so... Because there's like 4 different train lines on the island that go to nothing and don't let you explore them yet, so there's almost certainly going to be more. And the question is, I'm assuming they'll just be like story missions and maybe like a challenge thrown in for each of them or something. But I can't even access the challenges in this version of the game. I think it's actually bugged for this version of the game, so that's kind of an issue as well. Because I can't even access any sort of challenge menu in this, like you can on the PC, apparently. Let's slow down a bit. Supposed to stop at a mile. We are not taking risks here with the rain. So I've been obsessed recently with a random tangent here, with a popcorn I've been finding at Food Lion. It's like a hot cheddar popcorn, I might have mentioned this once before, but I've been, like, obsessed with this stuff. It's like freaking crack. So it's just popcorn, but it's like, I guess it has a little bit of cheddar in it. And it's spicy. It's not insanely spicy by any means. I can handle much higher doses of spice than that. But it's really, really good, and I can't stop eating it. Which is why I'm going to be really happy when I eventually get onto a GLP-1. Because our garbage-ass insurance won't cover most of them. They might cover, like, one of them, so I'm still trying to get all that worked out. I mean, through Trump RX, the Wegovy, I think it is, pill is only like $150 a month, which isn't really that horrendous for what it does. I gotta figure out how to do all that. I don't entirely know what we need to do next. But it's like, that's my problem, is whenever I snack, I want that popcorn. I love popcorn. It's my favorite snack. And I really want to get to a point where I can't just snack anymore, because that's what those GLP-1s are going to do to me. They're also going to kill any interest in things like alcohol, tobacco, which I don't care about, gambling, which I don't really care about, weed, which I'm sure as hell never going to do. Well, I say that, that's not entirely true. I'm not against the idea of trying it someday, but maybe if I ever go to Colorado or something. Because my job doesn't drug test, so if I ever wanted to, like me and Lizard Guy go out to, well, no, he can't do it because he's military and he doesn't want to risk a random drug test. Might as well get a head start of losing weight before getting the medication. I mean, yeah, but the medicine's going to be what helps me a lot with a lot of it, because a huge part of the problem for me isn't as much what I choose to eat as it is how much I eat. And snack and stuff like that. So that's sort of the main problem, is snacking, eating out of normal times, alcohol, all that kind of stuff can just add weight. Oh yeah, not drinking will be good, for sure. It'll be good for my health, it'll be good for everything. Saying it'll be lighter by the time you get it. True. And I have actually lost a couple of pounds this week from just being smarter. Like, not really eating anything sugary. And that has definitely lost at least a little bit.
James soon arrived at the next
because we have a good cheesecake place here. It's like, I think it's a local place, but it sells slices of cheesecake and they're so fucking good. I forgot how much I like cheesecake. And I've eaten that a bunch of times in the last 2 months, and that's definitely not helping because cheesecake is like one of the most unhealthy possible things you can consume. It tastes so good, but it's so damn unhealthy. It's like 1,500 calories a slice, I think. I'm pretty sure.
From the sea made the hill hard to climb. Leaves
they have a jerk chicken rice platter. That's probably not that bad for you, though. Not compared to some things I eat. It's like, I mean, I even like certain vegetables and all, but it's just certain things. I don't know. I just eat too much is a big part of the problem.
But his wheels slipped on the leaves.
Uh-oh.
I must do it.
It's like last weekend. I had a very good meal. It was a sirloin steak, so no fat on it.
His wheels kept on slipping. And
a baked potato and some broccoli. Pretty healthy meal. Tasted pretty good.
James.
Had a cheesecake yesterday. Some slices can be that much, though, depending on what they put in them. Those might not necessarily have been that bad, but there are some slices that can have that much in them.
Driver applied the brakes. Then going carefully, reversed the train.
Yeah, there are some that can have that much in them. Kind of want to eat a crumble cookie for your birthday. I haven't had a crumble cookie in many months because they're so good, but yes, they are nothing but just calories that I do not want to put into my body.
When they arrived, They found
Yeah, I mean, that's the
Gordon
kind of
waiting,
things I like to
who
eat.
had seen
I mean, that's the
everything.
kind of things I like to
Who
eat.
had seen everything.
Although broccoli's not really one of my favorite vegetables, I'd
I
rather
thought you
have
said you
corn
could
or
climb
asparagus
hills,
or
he
onions or peppers more so than broccoli. I'm not the...
James didn't
I don't love
answer.
broccoli the
He
way
had no
of
steam
that.
left to say anything.
Some slices can be big depending on where you get them at. The place I go to, they're actually pretty good sized.
Never mind, little James.
Like, I think they're a little bit
I'm
bigger
going to
there than
push
most
you
places,
hard.
than in, like, most restaurants
Whistle
and
when
stuff.
you're ready.
And they have a shitload of stuff on them, so... Half a slice probably would be. Yeah, it depends. American size, yeah, American size is unhealthy to the entire rest of the planet for obvious reasons. It was such a crazy thing in Japan because it's like the portion sizes are so much smaller there. Which is a good thing for their own health and for my health being over there because I didn't gain any weight over there despite eating a lot of food. And then the funny thing is, when we were in Japan, we went to a Mexican restaurant one night. I don't remember what the idea behind that was, but we went to a Mexican restaurant one night, and their chips and salsa order for 3 people is like a 2-ounce cup of salsa and about 15 chips. And that's their serving for 3 people, so... Yes, Japan... Oh, shit. That's going to start me back at the beginning, isn't it? That's going to start me back at the beginning. Okay, we're not doing that one again. Nope, I'm not doing that one again. We're doing a different one. I'm not doing that one again. We were at that for half an hour, and we failed for something that stupid. No, thank you. I don't know any damn slice of cheesecake that's 400 calories. In this country. I don't know of any single slice of cheesecake that's only 400 calories. They're like at least 1,000 normally. At least around here. Hey, Robbie, just been doing assignments and projects all day, so burnt out for the night. Gotcha, I remember those days. Crimson Desert, a lot of people are saying it's really good. And a lot of people are hating on it. Okay, then.
It seems like there are more letters.
Like a small slice of cheesecake might not hurt you, but the ones around here are like at least a minimum of 1,000 calories apiece.
You're only a little.
Remember, I'm in the South. We don't care about people's health down here. We care about eating good until we die at 65 from diabetes or whatever.
I'm sure they could manage the way.
I hate to say it, but it's actually very true.
I can manage fine.
It's like we just
on
want to
my
eat good
own,
until
thank
we're
you.
65 and then die of diabetes or something.
Perhaps, said
Which,
the
I mean,
voice,
I'm not
you
diabetic
could
because
do with a
I
little
really
help,
don't eat a
Percy.
whole lot of sugar.
It was Sir Topham Hatt, who had just arrived and had heard everything. James, you think another engine should help take the mail? I think that's a very good idea, and I'm sure Percy wouldn't mind the lighter
It
work.
probably just means you're eating too much. No, I swear to you, man,
Percy was
cheesecake slices down here
James looked smug.
are like 1,000
That was until
calories.
Sir Topham Hatt continued.
Because they load so much extra
I'm
bullshit into
assigning
them.
both you and Percy
You're
to
not from the
mail.
South. You don't know what it's like down here. We
You
cook
collect all
everything
the
with like a
letters and
pound of
parcels
butter
that
in
need
it.
to go to the mainland.
Everything down here is worse for you. It
James
tastes
was
better, but it's worse
horrified.
for you. We're the same on the game.
But, sir, he
Gotcha.
protested. I'm supposed to be taking the
Online
express
says
in the
average calorie.
morning.
Well, that
I can't
400
do that.
calories
I've
might
been
be in
busy all
places
night
that actually
filling
care
the mail
about your
train.
health. But that's not the fucking South, man. I'm going to tell you that one
I'm
right
sure
now.
Emily wouldn't mind taking the express in your place, James, replied Sir Topham Hatt. Now, there
We
is
cook
something
everything down here in
fine,
butter.
so I'll
We
hear
deep
no
fry
more about
everything.
it. And Sir Topham Hatt turned and
Yeah,
walked
we
away.
cook everything in tons of butter. We deep fry all of it. Everything down here is worse for you. It tastes better in certain ways, but it's worse for you. Absolutely. So 400 calorie slice of cheesecake in New York is going to be 1,000 calories in South Carolina. Anywhere in the deep South, it's going to be 1,000 calories.
And we're waiting for them
Us,
to be loaded at
Georgia,
Knoxville Station.
Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, it's going to be 1,000
Percy
calories.
was trying to explain to
Deep
James
South
what he had to
is
do, but James was
very
taking no
much that way
notice.
about food. Could easily devour an
You
Oreo
must
cheesecake from
remember
Cheesecake
to collect
Factory.
all the bags of mail at each station.
It's heavy in butter than
Explained
that.
Percy.
Yeah, literally everything down here is made with like a
Sometimes the mail
full
will
fucking
arrive by
stick of
road,
butter
so
per
you have to
serving.
be patient
And that's
and wait
barely
for
an
the bag to arrive
exaggeration.
and
Everything
be
down
loaded
here is
into
made
your
with so
tray
much fucking butter.
before you leave.
And it tastes amazing,
James
but it's
was
awful
too
for
busy
you.
thinking about getting back to his shed and waking up to pull the morning express.
So yeah, literally, you guys don't know that. Those of you that are not in the
God's
South,
whistle
you don't know what it's like eating
Two
food down
engines
here.
set up.
Everything is deep fried and cooked in a pound of butter.
Good luck, James, said Percy. I'll manage fine, thank you, James grumbled. Silly Percy.
So yeah, if you guys in New York, New Jersey, etc., you guys come down here, you're gonna find that every single dish you eat is cooked in a pound of butter. And it tastes fucking delicious. Don't get me wrong, it tastes so good, but it's awful for you. It's why we all die at 70 and we're happy when we die. Because we ate good. Like, Southern soul food is some of the best food in the world. Fried chicken, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes with gravy, all that kind of shit is just... Southern comfort food is just some of the best. Biscuits, collards, just all the classic Southern food is just so fucking good. And I mean, the funny thing is, I didn't necessarily grow up in the Deep South. I grew up in North Carolina in a town very close to Virginia, so not the Deep South in the slightest. But then I went to Clemson for college and have spent so much of my life now in the Deep South. And my parents love it down here more so than they love North Carolina. They really want to move here. Just Southern comfort food is some of the best in the world. It's extremely horrible for you. I'm not going to deny that at all. It's extremely horrible for you, but it's so good. Chicken fried steak. Like, have you ever had chicken fried steak? It's fucking good. I'm not a huge gravy person, though, but it's still fucking good. Biscuits. Homemade, good-ass homemade biscuits. Homemade mashed potatoes, homemade collards, homemade sweet potato. All that kind of stuff. There's nothing like it. Southern cuisine, there's just nothing like it. Wait, where are we going? Okay, I was worried we were about to die there. Don't know, you might try it out. She got a place near you that makes baklava cheesecake. It's about $4.50. Yeah, if it was in the Deep South, it'd be 900 to 1,000 calories. That's the thing, because it's cooked in about a pound of butter per slice. Like, each slice is probably cooked in about a pound of butter. Hush puppies, fried fish. I said fried chicken already. Chicken fried steak, regular steak. Deep fried vegetables, deep fried okra, barbecue. Everything down here, soul food is just... It is not something that you guys up north are used to. Soul food is something else. African American culture down here, they figured out how to make some pretty damn good food over the years. Some really, really good food over the years. They know how to make dishes. And they slather it with so much butter, so much grease, so much of frying everything that it all tastes good no matter what. Like, it's hard to make something in the South taste bad because you deep fry it and cook it in a pound of butter. baklava in general already needs a lot of butter to make it. I've never actually made baklava. I've never really... I barely know what it is. I've had it multiple times, for sure. Like, I kind of know what it is. I've had it multiple times, but I don't know, like, how to make it, if that makes any sense. Because I've had it at a few different places, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's just not my favorite dessert. Because my favorite dessert is still ice cream. I don't care what anyone says. Ice cream is still just the goat of desserts. It's simple, it's not overwhelming, it tastes amazing, all that kind of stuff. Ice cream will probably forever be my favorite dessert. Yeah, everything in the South is made with a pound of butter, it's deep fried, all that kind of stuff. So you guys up north, you have no idea what we're eating down here, realistically, and how many calories we're taking in just from eating at all. This is the barbecue place I go to most weeks, because it's the one place I go to eat out most weeks. Because I don't eat out a lot, but that is the one place I will go to most weeks to eat out. And you get a chopped pork plate, so it's like a pound of chopped pork, a giant-ass scoop of macaroni and cheese, a shitload of fries, and a slice of white bread, because of course it's white bread, and not something that could actually be helpful. What the bags of... What?
That's all
That's
the mail
different.
from this station. Let's get going. The sooner we finish collecting all this
And you
mail,
slather it
the
with about an
sooner I can
ounce or
get
two
back
of
to my
barbecue
shed.
sauce. Spicy mustard style, the way South Carolina likes it. I'm personally more of a ketchup and spicy focused more than mustard. I'm not the biggest mustard barbecue sauce fan. It's a South Carolina thing. I grew up on the more ketchup and vinegar based stuff in North Carolina. So I didn't eat it as much, or like at all, when I was younger. Because yeah, it's mustard-based sauce down here. It's ketchup and vinegar-based in North Carolina, where I grew up. But their spicy mustard sauce is just so fucking good. And you get that giant-ass plate of food for like $13 or something before you tip them. Which you don't have to tip them, but I tip them because it's the only place I eat out every week. Because most of my food I either cook or bring home from work, but then I eat out there every week or weekend, so I tip them a little bit because they're great barbecue and I love eating it, and I don't want them to go away. Same with the pizza places nearby. There is a pizza place that I go to on rare occasions. Most of my parents are here because they want to have good pizza and actually good food. So they'll order a pizza from there and we'll just take it home because they want actually good food. And we'll tip him there because he's like the nicest guy in South Carolina, which is really, really fucking impressive. And he makes some of the best pizza I've ever had. Super, super nice guy. He's Italian or Greek. I'm not entirely sure which of the two. Super, super nice guy. Makes one hell of an amazing pizza. Because he makes... The pizzas they make, like, they're expensive, but they're also fucking gigantic. They're like 30-inch pizzas for $28 or something. I don't know if you know how big that is, but that's really, really big for a pizza. And even the slices they sell for $7 to $8 are like bigger than my fucking head. So, yeah, they make some really good pizza for what they do. It's an amazing place. I love it. And they started out in a food truck, which is even crazier, like a food bus, which is even fucking crazier. And they got a good, like, actual kitchen spot because their pizza's so damn good. Easily the best pizza in South Carolina. By far the best pizza in South Carolina. Most pizza around you are owned by Italians and Mexicans. Yeah, my guy, like I said, he's either Italian or Greek. I'm not entirely sure which of the two. 20 is too much. It's $28 for a pizza that's like 30 inches. Your average pizza is like 24 inches. He's selling you $28 for a pizza that's like 6 inches more than that in width. Trust me, man, it's a good deal down here. It is so fucking good. You get big slices at $20. We get big slices at $8, and that's the thing. Like, we get giant-ass slices the size of your face for $8. And the actual pizza's $28. And it's good quality.
Like the station master is waiting for us.
He's awesome, though. He's such a good guy. I love him. He's a great guy.
Some of the meal arriving by road.
It's like whenever my parents come down here, we always get pizza there because they aren't used to actually having good food options in their hometown. So we always go there. He's a super nice guy. He'll go out, he'll like spin the dough for all the children and show them how that's done. He has a red button challenge, actually, where you press the button. If you hit it perfectly, you get your meal for free, which is pretty cool. And I got very close to it twice. I got like
Come on, driver.
1/100th of a second off, and he gave me a free drink for it, which was awesome. Like, even just a free soda. I'm super happy about that. A big pie at $20. I'm willing to bet it's not as big or as good as the one that I'm getting in my state from my guy.
But James didn't stop. He was determined.
And again, he's just like, he's the nicest
and
guy in the
wanted to
world. He's so
prove
cool.
he was
Everyone
better
loves
than
him.
Percy.
$28 is good because it says average is 32. Yeah, and it's $28 for a pizza that's like 30 inches long in diameter. It's a giant-ass pizza for that price, so it's a very good deal, especially given the quality. And just the guy's awesome. He's just such a great guy. He's, like I said, either Italian or Greek immigrant. Came here to make the American dream, and he's making it because he's making fucking amazing-ass pizza that everyone in our South Carolina foodie group talks about because it's so damn good. Thin crust, slightly spicier pepperoni. It's just fucking good. And I didn't grow up around good food options. I grew up in a small town with shitty-ass food options that are mostly gone at this point. I can make a burger and a baked potato far better in my house than I could back home. The only thing we had in my hometown was not even in my hometown. It was actually the next town over in the county was a pizza place. And that pizza place is still very good. Don't get me wrong. That is a very, very good pizza back home. Their sauce is amazing. Their sauce might have alcohol in, and that's why people love it so much. Their sauce is amazing. Like the best pizza sauce I've ever had. A great crust on their pizza. It's a place back home. So yeah, their pizza's amazing, but other than that, my home county doesn't have good food options. And down here we have everything. You want Mexican, we got great Mexican. You want Italian, we got great Italian. You want pizza, you had it back home, but you have equally as good pizza here. You want seafood, you got seafood. You want Japanese, Chinese, or Thai food, you got all of those around here. You want to go to a bar and actually have an Uber home instead of having to drive home drunk, you got that here. Because back in my hometown, you drove home drunk most likely because there were no Ubers there or taxis. Which that's obviously not a good thing, but that's just the thing about living in a small town. And they still have a few meat and three places that are still good. They got a few meat and three places that are good. Not many, though. Some of them shut down. We had a barbecue place there that shut down because it just honestly wasn't good. Which North Carolina towns should not struggle to make good barbecue, but of course my hometown struggled to make good barbecue. Like, barbecue is a southern staple. It's a fucking North and South Carolina fucking staple.
And he
One of the
tells
most
me that
common
you didn't
dishes
wait for the
in
mail
these
to arrive
states.
by road.
And they couldn't do it right.
James felt foolish.
Tiny portions, shitty sauce that's lathered all over
Continued the
it.
station master, we have arranged for
In
the
South
mail to
Carolina, I
be
can
brought
get
here.
far better barbecue
So
in a
please,
fucking
can you
gas
wait for it
station.
to arrive? It's
is
vital
what's
that
sad.
this important mail reaches its destination on time.
I can get better fucking Japanese food out of a gas station down here.
James
And I
listened
often
carefully.
do because there's a
Suddenly,
Japanese place that's technically based out of a gas station alongside a pizza place plus the gas station. It's really fucking good, and I've never gotten sick from it. It's like, we can get that shit down here. My parents, they couldn't get good Japanese food if you paid $100 for it. They'd have to go into, like, a big city to get decent Japanese food. I just get it out of a fucking gas station. It's actually really good. I should probably be worried that it might give me some kind of parasitic disease at some point, but it hasn't yet, so I'm not worried. I also don't eat raw fish. I don't eat sushi, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's really funny.
He didn't have to wait
It's really funny that my parents are afraid of eating the Japanese food out of the gas station, but they're not afraid of eating any food from my hometown, where there's no quality control and all that matters is actually making the food. Because my hometown doesn't really require anything to make it as a restaurant. You make food that's edible, you're going to be able to stay there. The rent's cheap. Down here, you actually have to make decent food or else you're going to get kicked out in favor of someone that can actually make better food. Same thing with Cincinnati, which was so hilarious about Cincinnati, is like, Cincinnati, you can't have shitty food in Cincinnati or else you're not going to have a restaurant. You're going to get kicked out within a year, easily. Some of the best Mexican food I've ever had was up there. Some of the best Chinese food I've had was up there. Some of the best pizza I've had was up there. From Donato's, I think was the name of the chain. Burgers and chicken and barbecue didn't necessarily compete with the South, but that's fair enough. Like, all their other ethnic foods competed very, very well, but some of those didn't do as well. But that's fine. It is what it is. Amazing Chinese food up there. Amazing, I feel like I'm gonna burp. Amazing breakfast food. Amazing Chinese. Amazing pizza. It's still funny just seeing my parents, like, experience other places that actually have good food, because they've never grown up with good food. And now they can go somewhere, they can come down here to stay with me at any point for very good food. Greenville is very much turning into a foodie type of city. I live on the outskirts, and even my damn suburb has way better food options than back home. It's where a pizza place is, and it's fucking amazing. The place where the pizza is like, it's a bunch of businesses all in one building. They have some of the best wings I've ever had. Giant wings with great sauces, far better than Wingstop. Like, they're not as deadly as Wingstop's atomic sauce, but they're great wings. They have great smash burgers, too. Great french fries. The pizza's great. The beer is great at the local bar. It's got a lot of craft beer. It's got a lot of great beer. There's around here that sold 3 to 4 foot long pizza. 3 foot long pizza slice. Okay, yeah, that actually beats out anything we have here, that's for sure. Our guy isn't making 3 foot long pizza slices. He's not trying to, because he doesn't. That would be kind of a silly thing to do. Oh, did I miss the objective? I probably missed the objective, didn't I? I think when my dad comes down, he's coming down this weekend, so we're just gonna have a guys' weekend because my mom's away visiting a friend of hers from college. So me and my dad are gonna go get the good food on Friday. We're gonna go to the good place that has the pizza, the wings, and everything else. We go there on Friday. I don't know what we're gonna do on Saturday yet. I don't know if we're gonna go to the teppanyaki place that my dad loves. Which, I mean, I like it too, but he absolutely fucking loves it. I don't know if we'll go to that or if we'll get barbecue or what. We'll see. We might just go to something simple like Outback or something. I don't know. Stuff I don't get to eat on a normal basis. So whenever my parents are here, I love it because I get to eat good food. Yeah, whenever my family's around, it means I get to eat very good food. Even just Outback is a big upgrade. Even though I can cook just as good of a steak on the grill myself at this point. I've gotten a lot better with my grill. I can actually cook some decent things on the grill. See, remember there was a place had an online and shit a pizza slice so big it was probably the size of someone's waist? Holy shit. Even my guy doesn't have pizza slices that big. Like, his pizza slices are at least as big as your head, though. Are we even doing this correctly? The size of a child? Good lord. And then my mom won't be down here until, like, early May because her birthday is very close to Mother's Day, so they'll come down here for that because our food scene is just so many times better than back home. So they'd much rather come down here for the good food. I could have Halls or something, I don't know yet, because very high quality steak, even though she can't eat that much anymore from those Epic or whatever she's on. Which I'm hoping I'm going to be in the same spot by that point. Eat just half an 8-ounce steak or something. Or just only eat the steak and don't eat any of the side dishes. Once I'm on one of those things, it's going to make a difference. I'm super excited for it. It's just, it's such a fucking nightmare to get it. Like, we need about 100 more Luigis. About 100 of Luigi's brothers to go out and deal with, like, healthcare and insurance leadership. It's funny how they decrease their prices when they start to fear for their life. You know, that's a funny thing. Like, they start to care a little bit more when they start to fear for their own lives. So if Luigi has a few hundred brothers, maybe he can go take out, what do I have, Blue Cross and Blue Shield? Maybe he can go take out a few more of them. Maybe he has some brothers that can go take out a few more of them. And not make our health insurance so fucking expensive for how little it actually covers. Because, like, that's the whole thing, is my company pays less than a lot of companies, but they sell you on the insurance has no premium. You don't have to pay a premium every month for your insurance. We cover that. Okay, great. When you actually go to use your insurance fucking insurance doesn't fucking work for anything. It doesn't cover any of my weight loss meds. It doesn't cover, like, anything. It doesn't cover mental health services. It doesn't cover anything, so, yeah. Don't go above 20 inches. Luigi kind of gets away with this because he's a really handsome guy. And that is true, like, I think he needs to be charged in terms of the fact of, if we're going to live in a civilized society that is not an anarchy, he needs to be charged for committing a murder. But I fully understand why he did it, and I'm not mad about why he did it as someone who works in the healthcare field heavily. I'm not mad about him doing it. And it probably was very well deserved, and we need about 100 more of them to deal with the other CEOs. But I do think he needs to be at least somewhat punished, because if we're to live in a civilized first world society, there has to be punishment for murder, is my whole line of thinking on all of that. I agree with his beliefs, I agree with his message from doing so, but if you kill someone in cold blood, you have to face trial, you have to be punished for it. Or else we devolve into an anarchy that we are not going to enjoy being in. But if he has a few brothers that want to go deal with the Blue Cross Blue Shield higher-ups that stop weight loss drugs from being approved, I'm not going to be mad about it. And if I somehow get to be on the jury for that, I'm going to support him being innocent because he's giving me a weight loss drug for cheaper. I mean, healthcare CEOs are simply not going to care about anything until they actually have their lives on the line. Like, you make bad healthcare decisions for people and they want to come kill you, that's going to actually make you think differently, probably. And it's probably not going to be a bad thing for the world. Like, if people start killing you if you make bad healthcare decisions, you might start making actually decent decisions for once in your life. My whole thought on the thing. Because I deal with the healthcare field and the absolute insane illegal bullshit that comes in this field. Every single day. I actually have my 1-year review tomorrow, so here's an important thing to mention. I have my 1-year review tomorrow, so there is not a guarantee I will still be employed after tomorrow, because there are some things I'm going to say during that. Like how I'm so horrifically underpaid compared to the Indian that refuses to do its work. And I mean full-blown fucking Indian, full-blown fucking Jeet that refuses to do its work. And it has no work effort, does not want to do anything related to work, but gets paid better than I do and gets praised for existing. So I'm going to be politely but strongly demanding that I be paid as well as she does. And if that is not matched, then I will not guarantee them my services for the long-term future. My race is going to have to be very, very good, or else I'm going to move on and find a CRA role eventually. Like, yeah, I'm not a black woman, so it makes it harder for me to be a CRA. But I have more than enough experience in intelligence and education to be able to do so. Because we just had another site initiation visit this week, and it was run by yet another CRA that was a fucking black woman that didn't know what the hell she was doing. She literally didn't know what she was doing. She just read word for word off the slides she was given. She didn't actually know what she was doing. She couldn't answer any questions. And that's honestly the majority of them. They can't answer any questions. They can't give you any intelligent answers to anything. They have to go back to their supervisors to get any sort of answer for even the most basic questions. And it happens constantly. And it's really, really fucking frustrating. It happened yet again. I have not had a single CRA of that group that was actually good at their job. The only CRA I have that's actually good at their damn job is the one and only one that's a white man. He's the only one that's actually good at his job. Because he actually reaches out, he actually tries to fix problems, he's actually good at his fucking job. He is the only one that's been good. And it's honestly insane. I still remember when the thing you call on its name said that it couldn't help me with that the last time I joked about this in like a Fallout New Vegas playthrough, which was really, really funny. It was like, sorry, I can't help you with it. Okay, we're not playing this anymore tonight because I'm annoyed. Alright, we got the Platinum Trophy. That's all that matters. I'm going to call it the night here. I'm tired. I got a long day tomorrow. Kind of a long day tomorrow. So, we got our Platinum Trophy. I'm happy. I'm going to work on the trophy guide for this. And otherwise, I'm going to be playing other games. So, next stream will most likely be on Sunday. And it will most likely be the first stream of the coin game. Which is super exciting. I'm actually really, really excited to start that game. And I will probably start working on this video very soon alongside the College Football 26 video because that's going to be a shorter one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys probably back here on Sunday for the start of the coin game, which is, again, pretty exciting. So yeah, see you guys back here real soon.